I'm back. Alright, so I decided to start over from scratch, and now I'm only going to use Tiger's patches. That's it. I'm just going to do builds. I'm not going to do any changes myself. Or maybe I'll just start out with doing no changes at all, whatsoever. In any case. And get some real numbers for what the dumb builds. You know, this is going to be like a dumb build. It's just going to try to build. It's still, it's not a pure dumb build. I haven't disabled patching, Pkgsrc patching. Okay. But I'm planning on doing this. I also found out that if you uninstall zlib from your system will suddenly not be able to boot. And the package file system will fail, but you will be able to mount your hard disk from another system. And you can even copy over stuff from system number 2 into system number 1, the one that's crashed. And if you copy over sufficient programs, such as zlib and other things, actually all the directories that don't appear when you mount it from your second installation, you'll be able to reboot your system, but only in safe mode. So I got to start over again. I also expanded my gigabyte space to 100 gigabytes instead of 50. So what will end up happening is now I have twice as much space as I had before, and I won't have to clean up as much. And since I'm going to be using Tiger's patches, well, I don't know if I'm going to turn his I might not turn his patches on to start with. I just want to get some real numbers as to what dumb builds will actually do. Taking absolutely no effort to patch anything. No overrides. Just, yeah, I'm going to turn the overrides off. I'm not going to use any Tiger's patches. And we'll see how much success I get in the archivers. I could. It seems like kind of like a waste of time, but it's kind of good to know what the base numbers are, I guess. That would take a week of building the background. And I don't know if it's really worth it. But so far, I'm claiming that Haiku only has a 10 to 30% success build rate without making any efforts, even though the best I was able to do was 41% after using Tiger's patches and using patches from Haiku ports. So I'm giving Haiku with a dumbbell too much credit, because I don't think that the patches that I did and the patches that Tiger did, especially the ones Tiger did, only amount to 25% of the total builds that I did. Now, so 30% is generous, but just to appease the naysayers, I might end up just doing that anyway. So I might as well just do, actually, you know, that's what we'll do. So, do I have the original? Do I have, oh yeah, I do have, oh yeah, I could turn all my options off. I do like this, you know what I mean? Okay, for the sake of time, stuff like that, you know, I'm not gonna, I'll let Haiku have one hack. And that'll be the fetch timeout. No fetch will take over 120 seconds. Oh yeah, I have to turn the local patches off, so I'm gonna comment that out. Okay. Let's see. It's me and all my crazy talk about setting out libraries, spamming with that kind of bullshit. Let's see if that's really bullshit or not. Okay. Why don't we see that, huh? Do you dare me? I'm gonna do it. Let's do it. All right, so basically what I've done is I'm not bringing any of Diger's patches in. Okay. Nor am I including any of the setting overrides that will set out any kind of errors with math libraries, with P threads, with anything. Now, what I've done so far actually is I have built the 9E archiver, but I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to delete the work directory for all these packages that I've built earlier. So the source won't be there, so it'll have to build all by itself. They're gone. See, they're gone. So let's see how well we do without doing any patching. Well, that isn't fair. Well, it's a measure. It's an important measure. Why is it an important measure? It tells us where we start from and how much work we have to do to get to an end result. So yes, it is fair because that's what we actually have to deal with. We have to maintain patches for the remainder of the packages that don't build. Create the patches, maintain the patches, and move forward with the source code until such time as the projects have our stuff in there already and know how to deal with our stuff. Alright, so let's go to the archivers. Let's just do them all. Now 9E built with the hacks and all that crap in there. Overrides and scripts and crazy seds and all that stuff. So I'm going to keep this recording. This is probably one of the longest videos in YouTube history. I'm going to do all 39 categories, and it's just going to, the camera is just going to roll. All right, so we have a success on 9E. Now there are 105 different archivers inside of. Oh yeah, this is with. This is a newer build than I had before. This is one from last night. Now, if you're surprised that I'm actually able to run Pkgsrc in a build from last night, which last night was actually October 23rd, shame on you. Because you broke something and you didn't want me to come back, but I'm back. So but if you didn't, and I don't think you did, I don't think anybody would break anything on purpose actually, but it's a possibility. Right now Pkgsrc is not bootstrapping. With the latest build, it's not bootstrapping. So how did I do this? I don't know, it's a mystery. Alright, so advanced comp failed. What was the failure on that one? There's a function file compare case comp was not compared in this scope. Okay, so we got a 50% build. 50% build rate is pretty good to start with. Stop now. It's as good as it's going to get. Alright, so now we're going to try to build Affia. Oh, there's a failure. That says, what does it say? We don't have a header sys macros. This is familiar. Alright, so let's try arc. Now I will say that whatever work was done between the nightly I got back in July and the one that's here now, it's going faster. And it's not because I'm using 100 gig virtual disk. Well, okay, that failed. That one failed because there's a set stamp function not defined, or has an incomplete. The array type has an incomplete element type. I gotta look and see which one of these I've actually built before. If you make any predictions. We can place bets, place Vegas bets or something. Yeah. What are the Vegas odds? Okay, so I have it now. Before Advanced Comp just built, but that was from a July nightly. So maybe the versions are like golf versions. You know, no, I don't want to say that. Affio didn't build. Arc built with some trouble, and that trouble was and I'm not using any Diger's patches, and then I'm gonna delete my little package directory after I do this demo here. What was it? Yeah, storage size of variable TVP. No, okay, so I feel a little better about my stats here. Okay, so now it's going to try to build getText. I don't have any information on getText, but if it fails, I have not made a note of that fact because before I started doing stats, I struggled through getText, and I remember that, and then I finally got it to work. This is going to try to build all 4 getTexts, and this is without any help from Diger. It probably will fail, so I'm probably, I don't know which, but it'll tell me what it is, and it's going to do the lab fool, and see how the lab fool goes. I did say lab fool. I don't really like lab tool doesn't really seem to. In the old days, it was like, wow, this thing won't build. Let's use the live tool, and suddenly, by magic, everything works. But now that I'm an old fart, that doesn't happen anymore. Now we're configuring the lab tool. Let's see what it is. Now, if I've got anything wrong in here, and that's another problem. Then it's going to cause problems with other builds that need the lab tool. Yeah. So we're still going here. Still kind of. It's probably going to sputter out. Now, obviously, this isn't going to do as good as Haiku Porter. Not as good as Haiku Porter, man. Okay, just give it up. Okay, well, that build, whether it's a good build and it's a build we want, or gonna want, well, let's see, is it gonna install? Alright, so the live tool worked. Oh, no, it didn't. And that was Archangel. So it failed, and it's doing the same thing I was describing before. I think, some kind of, I think it has everything to do with Flex right there. And I haven't built Flex yet. Okay. Or does it not? Is it saying it can't stat? No, it's. There's something going on with make directory or install. I know, it was giving me a look. The reason why you know how I got this installed, I just copied it over from the trash directory. Okay, now what are we looking at? So the live tool didn't even install vanilla. I mean, we actually have to patch. Okay, so Arg failed because the live tool didn't work. So I didn't make a note of that. I probably should make a note of once live tool. I should probably put these stats up. This is an absolute vanilla build. So what do we got so far, and where are we? We're on. Now, what CMake's going to fail? Let's guarantee that it's going to fail. We're on Arc, so Arc is where 1, 2, 3, we're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think we got 1 out of 7 so far. That was 9E, and that's only got 1 C file, which is good. Yeah, it's impressive, I'll tell you. All right, so now we're going. Let's see what's trying to build here. What's going to fail? Oh, live tool failed. Okay, and BICOM was. No, can't do it. There's a license check. Well, that's unfair. It's kind of unfair. Now we're down to BSD tar, which I think might actually build. I think yeah, that'll have a problem too. So BICOM actually had a license issue. I didn't really make a note of that, did I? BSD tar. As I remember, there's something was going on with BSD. This is number 7. Oh no, it'll build. That, in fact, I shouldn't even have that notation there. So this would be a way for me to check on my work. There's one notation I got in there, just basically, I fucked up. So that's why I didn't build, because I copied over stuff that was built in GC2 into GC4 and just moved forward like it was nothing. Of course, you can't do that. Eventually, I think I overcame all that stuff. It's just exciting. Now we're checking for all sorts of functions. Now we're going to make our configuration file. Alright, let's see. Building for BSD tour. It's going faster. It is going, I would say it is going a lot faster. So whatever happened between July and October, vast improvement in performance. Vast improvement. Alright, it thinks it wants to install, but sometimes it just doesn't. Well, okay, we got number 2 here. No, we didn't. It's make directory is missing an operand. Don't know why that is. There's something going on with and that might be, it was yeah, when I was trying to bootstrap, it was unable to make directories. So this is something I probably could file a bug report for if I was thoughtful and it occurred to me. Of course it occurs to me. I'm going to do that. I'll do a bug. So it's literally, for some reason, it's going to do it again. It's just, am I going to get nothing? All right, so bunzip. No, make directory missing operand. It's just coming up time and time again. So things are building. In fact, so now this is worse. The performance is better, but there's something. Wrong. Something's wrong with make directory. That's the only regression that's happened. To my mind, there's got to be. I think that'd probably be very easy. So this has been a big. To my mind, this has been a big gain, actually. To be fair, on every one of those errors, it says can't. I'll count those as builds. Okay. I wish I knew how to fix that make directory thing myself. Bin make directory. I wonder if that's a script. Can I even go to the bin directory? Okay, boot system. Yeah, where's come on make directory? No, it's a binary. Something's up with that. I mean, certainly we want that hanging around before the release. For some reason, we're not able to make direct. Now, it could be a Pkgsrc setting. Let's go to the terminal. I'm just going to terminal now. Because, you know, at the end of the day, I actually do care about this OS. You know. I do. That's why it won't go away. Okay. Alright, so what's this deal with a missing operand? It's got to be a Pkgsrc thing. But it wasn't a problem before, because I'm using the same settings. What's up with that? Okay. Yeah, this is much more responsive. It doesn't lag. It doesn't sit around and think forever. It's a good build for the most part. So Good job. I mean, it's getting close. It's now we just need to build stuff. We got a good system. It's not. To, sometimes we get to the point like, oh my god, is this thing ever going to move? So there was some big improvements. Make directory equals make directory minus p. Now, geez, what's the deal here? Oh God, don't tell me we've done something different with make directory and now we gotta patch stuff? I mean, I don't... Because it wasn't a problem before. And that stopped the boot. Okay, so now Pkgsrc stopped. Anyway, just failure after failure. After failure, after failure, after failure. I like underdogs. Yeah, this OS is like an underdog. So far, I've only had one successful build, and that is 9E. And the lab tool is not building. What the fuck is this doing? It's after the automatic manual page handling. What's the deal? Okay. In fact, you know, this isn't even worth it. Okay, so we have a 0% build rate. Good job, guys. But it's faster, so. Let's see. Run the files to install. I'm at, oh, can't find the drive, missing an operand. There we go. Good job. So all sorts of built source code, no packages. All right, I just stop this. This is not. Actually, it isn't fair. So, oh, it doesn't. Things don't stop. That's still a bug. If you want to count it as a bug, it should be a bug. All right. So pretty much haven't built nothing. There's only one package that's already in the package database. Empty the trash. Here. Why is that work directory empty? Oh, because I have digress batches off, so all that stuff is actually in the archiver. So what I'm going to do, let me tell you what I'm going to do. Got a deal for you. I'm going to go into the Pkgsrc directory. What I'm going to do is I'm going to delete the archivers directory. So it'll never come back. They're gone. Actually, they can come back, so let's go into backups. Isn't that exciting? File copy. I'm going to use digress batches. I'm going to use digress batches. Now see, it doesn't just sit there, take forever and ever to copy 2,000 files. This is a reasonable speed now. Same computer. I didn't move from my old Pentium 2 to this super fast Pentium 3. No, sorry. Core i7. That's what I have. I have Core i7. All right. See? Core i7. Come on, trash, let's go. You know that? Yeah, that's more responsive than it used to be. All right, let's turn Diger's patches on. Let's give Diger's credit. Credit's due, actually. So I'm gonna skip the other project. Now, if Diger's patches aren't gonna work to get past all those builds, then we're just screwed, my friend. I have to figure out how to fix that, and I'm just tired of learning how to fix things. I'm not in the mood to fix things, so okay, I'm gonna turn all the patches, hacks, scripts, voodoo doll pokes, dog's wishbones, and all the settings. Every cheat in the world. Let's see. So we can go. Let's go back to the one and only archives directory. Now 9E is probably going to succeed. That's a tough bet not to win. Only thing is it's already installed, so it's probably going to say, you know, sorry. The one thing about Diger's patches, it actually tells you that it's patched something, which does take up more text space if you just copy the whole run, but alright, let's do for the advanced comp. Looks like the packages are getting built, but they're not getting installed. Alrighty, now we're back. Okay, that's faster than it used to be. Come on, patch. Let's go. Patch. Patch. Now before I did have the Pkgsrc patches on. I didn't do just like complete vanilla. Even 9E was patched. This is reasonably quick. Okay, let's go. And hopefully I'm not going to have the same thing. Can't make the directory, otherwise. Alright, so we still have that function error. I'm just giving Diger his credit. So I'm just going to be a dumb builder. Just going to build stuff. Let it build, not do nothing. As I recall, the Affio, I think it didn't have a problem. This is going to be really fun if it can't make directories. No, system says macros. Now, I don't have the specs on. I'm just using Diger's patches. I'm not doing my specs, right? It's my spec trick, okay? Same kind of errors. But he hasn't patched this stuff. Archangel I know is not going to build. I haven't built that in anything. See how it goes for GNU PG. Now, patches that Diger has, include but are not limited to. Oh yeah, I do have my overrides in here, but I don't think I have the specs on. If I do have the specs on, it's gonna actually hurt me because I haven't copied the headers yet. Yes. So I have to make sure I have the specs off, otherwise it's time to start over again. So actually, this is a joint effort between Diger and me. This is what this represents. Global C flags. I don't think I had it on actually. Yeah, it's off. C flags are off. Put my full faith and credibility in Haiku's headers. See how it works. All right, here comes live tool. Now, if it doesn't make the directory, then we're screwed. And I'm just assuming that Diger would have some secret sauce to make it work. Who knows? Checking for portability problems in extracted files. Switching to live tool. Checking for grep. Checking for RAM live. Now, I haven't used any of my hacks. I'm not going to use any of my hacks. The basic result is about the same. The build time is faster. But I'm having more. Let's see what happens with this. If it doesn't make the directory, I'm just going to stop. I'm going to say, hey guys, you broke something. In fact, I don't remember it doing that before, so hello. All right. Now either it's simply not making packages, which would be strange, but I'll find out in a second. Oh, there's the live tool. Okay. So, but something Diger's doing or I'm doing, I think it's Diger because I don't remember thinking about anything to get this. It overcomes the fact that there's some the missing operand is gone. Diger took care of that. This is not bad, speed-wise. So I got the live tool base, I got the 9E. We are rolling. Of course, we do have these undefined references. Yeah, it's a header issue. I've memorized talking about headers. Remember that? Yeah, I wasn't lying, was I? Alright, and we got a lot of these puppies. The full list of all the packages that could be installed at this font size at 66 packages a page. This is how many packages we would have to port. We have a very low build rate, or even a 40% build rate. Let's see, do we have that problem? Do we have... No, it's not having a problem with the make directory thing. Okay. So, that's a lot of packages. If you think about it, oh, we don't want all those packages. We don't need all those packages. Well, fine. Yeah, go ahead and make that claim, okay? But, truth is, all these packages are made because someone wanted them at one point. Let's see how lab icon B goes. So a lot of these are dependencies, from developed libs. Or converters, or in the early stages, a lot of the converters and text processing programs will build. That's pretty good speed. That is a very good speed. It would never go that fast. In Linux, it's like, it's done. This is not bad. Alright, how many of these things are declared without a macro? Let's build our damn thing. Now what we need in Haiku is a turbo button. And so what that'll do is you push the turbo button and it makes it go faster. So Diger's done a pretty damn good job. Pretty damn good job. Now notice I haven't done jack squat with regards to pthreads and the math library and any of that stuff. Okay? Let's go. Libog can be. That's not a bad speed compared to what I saw. I mean, it's noticeable that this system is going faster. It would never go that fast. That is a noticeable improvement in performance, I will say. How many of these damn things do we have built now? Packs and be patched like IConv. Check perm. Well, check perms, that happens when you do the bootstrap. So these three, okay, so we built 4 so far. Let's see how gettext goes. I remember I was, without using Diger's patches and not having any of these overrides, I was sitting there being, you know, let's do a video on gettext. So let's see how this goes. If this just builds, that'd be great. And I remember with Diger's patches, it built great up through OpenSSL, and Python 27 builds great, pretty much. Yeah. I'm not doing any of my source code changes. Okay, so I'm not going to be screwing that up, and I'm not doing any Haiku Porter source code changes. They're all Digers or package sources. This is not too bad. And again, you know, in the beginning, it's going to try to build a lot. It's probably still doing some kind of dependency or something. I mean, so it may still be trying to make the second thing. It's just going to go and go, go. Go and go and go and compile and compile and compile and compile and compile and compile, compile and compile, and more compile, compile, compile. Now, in about 5 years, this speed is not bad. It's not lightning fast, but noticeable. It is noticeable this is faster. Not as fast as Linux and K, but pretty damned good. God, how many macros are we trying to declare here? Shoestrings declare with a macro. I haven't built Perl, so how the frick? Oh, do I have built-in Perl? No, I haven't done anything. I haven't installed nothing. I've done nothing with Haiku Porter. I've installed nothing in Haiku Depot. It's a vanilla build from a nightly. Okay? Yeah. Now, without Diger's assistance, I was like patching the shit out of I was spending a whole day on this thing, and Let's try reverting to this version. Let's try reverting to that version. So Diger knows what the fuck he's doing. Now, if I throw my specs in there, hell, let's just see how well this goes. It's gonna have 105 tries, so unwrapping files to be installed, and we have get text. And there it goes. You're saying, well, why all this fuss over 53.46 kilobytes? I'll tell you why the fuss, okay? But yeah, I probably should just do the real fake pthread stubs, because Pkgsrc doesn't really handle that. But it isn't going to matter until I go over to library X11, but I might as well do it right now. But first I have to have package config installed, so I got to wait for package config. And that'll be after I pull my hair out. Wow. This is just snappier, better. We can make it faster, stronger. The $6 million operating system. I don't think we raised that much money yet. And we may have, or Tiger's got some kind of incursus things. Fix broken something or other on Haiku. Inserted that message. So this is not bad, man. This is not fucking bad. Some of the stuff I got in there too just helps too. Diger had the if it's got this library in there, then substitute it for this library. I've got it, so if it's got this library in there, just get rid of it. I also got the add-ins in some cases. He's added some more stuff recently, and see, I don't think I've had a failure in like 10 minutes. But of course, these are things I knew would be. Well, get text I did struggle with, and curses I don't remember struggling with that. I remember that worked. And see, now I'm making incursus the default, also. So kind of like the stuff I have up there. I hope he puts some of the stuff I did into this thing, because some of the stuff I do kind of helps just a little bit here and there, and then it makes his super. Diger's done really good. I mean, he's worked really hard on those. And I could tell what his intention is. Although I'm using GC4. He just wants someone just to follow whatever the basic instructions are and just, all right, put this line in the make.conf, put this line in the make. You're done. All right. So what are we doing here? What are we doing here? How are we doing here? Lab tool. And another thing, I was looking at some of the changes to the source on Haiku, and I might have downloaded the nightly right in between, or right around the time that Ingo was fixing the API for zlib. First he took something out, and for a couple days there wasn't something. I'm not sure what it was, but he took something out and replaced it with something else. And there was a couple days in between when he took it out and when he put it back in. And that's probably why he's getting that phone number error. I hope I don't get it again in this thing. So this is a pretty good upgrade. You gotta use Diger's back. You gotta use our overrides, but you know, I got a couple in there. But he's done a bulk of the patching. It's bigger. Me, I'm just voodoo doll pokes and shampoo. You know. Boil a skunk on a full moon, you know, stuff like that. That's the kind of stuff I do. And then if it works, then I keep boiling skunks on the full moon. You know, whatever potions. You know, alchemy. I do alchemy. Diger does science. Problem with building stuff from source is that it frickin' takes forever. So, in the time I've done this, which has probably gone on for a while now, 1, 2, 3, 4, I've built 5 packages. Just sitting here on my ass, talking to a camera. You too can be a lazy ass and build packages just like me. And I have all the settings I have in before, but I just don't have all the cruft, and I'm not going to have any of the... See, now I'm going from experience. Let's see how well or unwell, if I do any better at all, if I start out at the beginning having some experience of what's a better choice at this stage. The good choice at the beginning is to use Diger's patches and keep using it until you can't go no more. I didn't even know how to use his patches for like 2 months. It's ridiculous. Oh, okay. So the end curses. Installation of end curses. Yes, indeed. Now you too can play Moon Buggy. I probably should have just went straight for Python 27. Because his stuff works. You may see messages recording extended capabilities. These are extended terminal capabilities, which are blah blah blah. Okay, that's gone. Install without execute permission. Fixing. Checking for non-existent script interpreters and Ncurses 5. This is Pkgsrc, the next generation. Alright. If you're checking for something that doesn't exist, how are you going to know it's not there? I don't get it. I'm getting delirious. Maybe I'll just let this run overnight. And then, it'll probably take me a couple days to upload my YouTube video. At cable speeds, you know. Wow, it's taking a while to check for stuff. Go on, McFly. All right, so it's building. At least it's building shared objects. That's good. Is it gonna do nothing? Is it gonna do anything? Okay. Checking for non-directory references in the Ncurses. Now maybe all this stuff that's going on here that Diger's making happen, maybe that stuff was necessary. So like, you know, when I did DOSCMU, I could use the keyboard, stuff like that. All right, let's build our package this year. I mean, we're still, God, what the hell? What am I trying to build here? Firefox? Just some little archiver, like unzip. I mean, Jesus Christ. God damn. And those other dependencies don't seem to be coming up. Are they? Now it starts to slow down. Now it slows down. Alright, so there's like there's an Easter egg in Haiku. You gotta push the right keys to make it speed up. Can't show it though, because like top secret. So I gotta make like noises so you don't know what I'm typing. I'm kidding. Of course. This is exciting to watch it do nothing. Why is it doing nothing? Hello. Okay, well, I think I've had enough excitement for one day. So at this pace, I will have incurses, since it's going to speed of 0, I will have incurses sometime before, immediately before the end of time. Good news is, so I got my own multimedia back.
Share and enjoy, journey through life with a plastic boy. Walk down by your side, let your pal be your guide. And when it breaks down or starts to annoy, fall cries when it moves and gives you a
I'm just going to keep doing this. I'll build until I can't build anymore, and I'll just take the next release, and I'll see what I can do. If it doesn't bootstrap, you know, I'll cheat, and I'll start building again. So I got a backup in my bootstrap, so I can just throw that in there. Doesn't matter. And then do more stats and build again, and do more stats and build again. And if I finally feel like I've actually made packages of reasonably good quality, okay, you know what? Let's kill the syslog demon. Let's kill the debug server. Let's kill the CDD database, Let's kill the package daemon. Now let's kill the print server. Now let's kill the media server. Now let's kill the media server. Let's kill the power daemon. Okay, remove. Debug server. And don't need more choices. And the debug server. Let's kill again. Oh, register. Uh-oh. Bad. So the debug server, no, the kernel team has 3 idle threads. I just make it an urgent priority. Oh well, this is kind of pointless. Just sit here and stare at a non-moving screen. I'm building stuff. Actually, you know what? This whole thing kind of offends me. I've already built a bunch of stuff, and then to build it again, then there's something else gonna happen. What am I? Just some kind of? What am I? A beta tester? I mean, first you want me to get the stuff for free, and then I got a beta test. What the hell? Oh well, so I've screwed this up permanently. All right, so I'm done. So what message did I convey today? None. Nothing really. Nothing new. Nothing important. Nothing worthwhile. As usual. No. Actually, the message for today was that this is a lot faster, a lot more responsive. Although there are some errors I didn't see before, handling whatever Pkgsrc does with make directory. Overall, I guess Steiger has updated his settings to deal with that, whatever that is, and because I didn't have that problem, didn't use the settings for the longest time, didn't have a problem with making directories, stuff like that. I don't remember it. So what was gained was speed. What was lost is nothing. So we're not any worse off. Not that I expected it to be that way. His patches work fairly well, but still, end of the day, what I think, I got to give him more credit than what I would be able to accomplish. I think that he could probably get the build up to about 50%. This is what I'm thinking. If I were to, so I'm gonna keep doing builds, and I'm gonna see. Let's see if he gets it up there. I'm not gonna do anything. Although he is interesting. If he, I'll just do stuff I know is not bad. Like headers. I know which headers to put in there. I should probably just let this damn thing run. I mean, just leave, go home. Doesn't gonna hurt anything. Could run for a month. What do I care? So let's go back in there. Let's go back in the archives or do a run. But then, it takes so much time then to keep track. I'm getting a lot of the same answers. I'm kind of curious, but do I want to spend all this? No, I don't want to spend. I'm gonna shut down. I don't want to spend all of this time. Just find out if I'm right or wrong, whether Diger has 50% or not. But it would be good to know. So maybe I'll start it back up. Maybe I'll do it. But I've already spent months on this. I mean, it's like ridiculous. I don't forget it. If I don't do it, it's such a waste if I don't do it. I mean, come on. So I don't have to sit here and watch it or anything. Just builds. Yeah, but it's such a waste of energy. I mean, why would so your computer just sitting here running just for hours for nothing, It's like air's getting polluted. We got a carbon foot. That's nothing. What can my computer do? It can't do anything. But I'm feeling kind of lazy. Alright, so I'm just gonna let this damn thing run. And then probably come back in a couple days and say, hey, this stuff built, or this didn't build. And that's the way it is. Alright, so I'm done.
Share and enjoy, share and enjoy.